Hello and welcome to eLearning Campus. So in today's class we are going to do the exercise for chapter 3 Advanced Features of Word Processor 1. These are the topics that we have covered in our previous classes. I'll attach link here on the top for the previous videos. So let's start with the exercise. So we'll start with the Brain Developer exercise section A, fill in the blanks. First, the default margins are set at, correct answer is 1 inch from top, bottom, left and right edge of the page. Second, to copy formatting to multiple text, dash on the format pent-up button. So, to copy formatting to multiple text, we need to do double click. Third is column breaks option is presented on the dash tab. So, correct answer is in page layout tab. Fourth, dash refer to the amount of blank space between the edge of the page and the document text. Correct answer is margins. Margins refer to the amount of blank space between the edge of the page and the document text. Fifth, the default tab stops are set at every 0.5 inch. Okay, don't confuse in these two values. Here we have 1 inch for margins and 0.5 inch is for default tab stops. Next we have true or false. So in true or false, let's start with the first statement. Indentation determines the amount of spacing above or below a paragraph. This statement is false. Why? Because indentation refers to the space or the amount of space between the margin and the text. Second, we have tab key is used to move the cursor at certain space in a document. This statement is true only. The page break option splits the document into two or more columns. This statement is false. Why? Because column option or column break option splits the document into two or more columns, not the page break. Page break we can use to break the page. Fourth statement, landscape is the default paper orientation in Word 2010. No, this is wrong. This statement is false. Why? Because portrait is the default paper orientation in Word 2010. Fifth, the subscript option places the selected text slightly above the baseline. No, this is also false statement. Why? Because to place the text above the baseline, always we have to use superscript option. Okay, and subscript option places the selected text slightly below the baseline. So that's why this statement is false. Next we have application based question. Aryan has been given an assignment to write 3 paragraphs on the topic Keep Your City Clean. Help him to format the document by setting the indents and margins of the paragraph. Name the options. They are asking the name of the option. Okay, name the options which he would use to format these. So correct answer is indentation and margins. Indentation to set the indents and margins option to set the margins. Next we have Divya has created a science project of 5 pages in Word 2010. Her science teacher has asked her to mention the topic, page number and her name in all the pages. Okay, suggest her the most suitable option for the same. So if we want to paste anything or we want to type anything in all the pages, so we need to use header and footer option for this. Okay, so correct answer is header and footer only. Next, we have multiple choice questions. The dash option places the selected text slightly above the baseline. Correct answer is above the baseline means superscript. Second, dash option divides the document into 2 or more columns. Columns only. The selected text can be shifted half inch away from the margin. Okay, here they are asking away from the margin. So, by using the dash button. So if we want to shift our text away from the margin, we need to use increase indent button. Next we have the top and bottom margins of a document can be changed by using the vertical ruler. Okay, you can see this vertical ruler on the left side of your document. So if you want to set the top and bottom margin, we need to shift the values or we need to shift the bar from the top or from the bottom. Fifth is, which among the following shortcut key is used to increase the indent? So correct option is Control plus M. You will get the answer in fact files. So please read all the fact files. So section E, we have answer the following. First question, how will you apply text formatting to another section? Very easy, using Format Painter. Select the text or graphics whose formatting you want to copy. Click on the Format Painter button in the clipboard. Group on the Home tab. Students, please remember, if they are asking for any particular option, so this particular option, particular button in which group and in which tab. So here Format Painter we can get in clipboard group and Home tab. The pointer changes into a brush shape. Now apply the copied format by dragging the brush over the desired text. Second question, why do we use header and footer option? Simple, header and footer options are used to place some information on top and at the bottom of every page, respectively. You can include the title, chapter's heading, date, page number, author's name, etc. Now, third question we have, what is indentation, and list the types of indentation. So, indentation determines the amount of spacing between the text and the page margins. Okay, text and the page margins. Indentation feature is used to move the complete paragraph on the first line of a paragraph to a specific position, either from the left or right margin. So, the types of indentation is, we have two type of indentation, that is increase indent and decrease indent. Next, we have page margins. What are page margins? What are the default settings of left and right margins? Margins refers to the amount of space which is left from the edge of the page and the document text. You can set the margins on all the four sides of a document, that is top, bottom, left and right. The default margins are set at 1 inch from top and bottom and 1 inch from left and right edge of the page. So these are the answers for these questions. Here we are done with the exercise for chapter 3. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.